What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Side Hustle Experiment podcast. Today, I got my friend Billy Thorpe on. He has been doing the Amazon Influencer program for about 3 or 4 years. He makes six figures every single year. And he actually gets paid to make his videos before ever getting commission on Amazon. So we're going to talk. This is going to be about like a masterclass, how to land brand deals, how to get paid, not rely on maybe money. So thanks so much for being here. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Well, John, I love that you said don't rely on maybe money. I'm probably gonna get a tattoo of that on my sleeve. So many
You
people have
should.
repeated that line back to me. It's hilarious. So,
I feel like you
but
need like a hoodie or a t-shirt, like no
dude,
maybe money or
it's
something
in
like
the
that.
works. Yeah, it's in the works. It's one of those things where I have a background in like all that t-shirt promotional stuff, whatever. So, it's definitely on my list of because I always say like if an audience or a community starts repeating something back to you, then you should put that on something and sell it to them. You know?
I mean, it's very catchy.
Yeah, and it's right.
Tell
I
everyone
stand
what
10
maybe
toes
money
down.
is. We'll start there. What's maybe money for
Well,
people that don't know?
I started in the Amazon program, which is, I guess, what we're going to talk about mostly today, and kind of having a history of like entrepreneurship and doing several different businesses, some good, some bad, made some money, lost some money. And when I got in the Amazon program, I just started doing what everyone does, just upload as many videos about crap around your house and your office and what have you, and you start making money. And so I started doing that, started making money. It's actually really good because this was 4 years ago. And when I got in, and I did like 30 videos and was making $300 to $600 a month on average. And I didn't do anything else. I lived here in Puerto Rico. I say the first time I lived here because I live here again, but the first time we lived here, I did that, and it was just making money. And so I, like everyone else, thought, man, I'm going to scale this thing. Like, this is crazy. We're moving back to the States in like a year. I'm going to have access to everything. I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, this is crazy. And it's so I got into it. And I was podcasting at the time and I was interviewing people. And I interviewed this one Amazon influencer guy who'd been in it for a while. And we were off camera. And I was like, yeah, man, here's what I'm doing. Here's the numbers. Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, whoa, dude, hold on. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, it's going to slow down for you for a lot of different reasons. And at that point, we were all kind of speculating that Amazon like throttled you or removed your placements or whatever. However, in my position, we were like new in the program. So everyone we knew was crushing live streams, shoppable content. There's no competition. Like, there's very few people in the program. And he told me that, and I was like, and he told me his experience. And I was like, man, I just can't rely on maybe money. Like, that is maybe going to make money. And so that's what maybe money is. It's especially in the Amazon program, or really any platform that we rely on the algorithm
Mm.
to promote our content, to get people to look at it and compensate us, is all maybe money. So we upload to Amazon in our case, and it might hit the carousel. It might, Amazon may or may not promote it. The inventory may or may not stay in stock. The brand may or may not stay in business. Like, it may or may not get watched. It may or may not get the buy now button pushed. It may or may not even ship, and it may or may not even get returned. So like, there's a ton of maybes. And as a business owner, I'm like, I can't rely on that. I can't rely on these platforms. I have to figure out how to leverage them.
So what's your strategy then?
Well, so when I got into this thing, I started doing all these videos. We moved back to the States, and then I started learning about these Chinese companies that were like wanting people who lived in the U.S., who spoke English, who were very attractive. I mean, overly attractive, like myself. No, I'm just kidding. But they wanted people to represent their products to the market that they were trying to sell in. And it was funny because a lot of people in the beginning that I was like in community with at that point, they were all big influencers. So they were, 10, 20,000 people on YouTube and, a million people on TikTok. And so they were starting to get pitched by all these small Chinese companies saying, hey, we will pay you, $20, $50, $100 to do a video. And they were all just snubbing their nose at these guys, like, get out of here, dude. Like, you're like, no way. Like, we're doing $1,000, $10,000 videos. And so, having a little bit of video background, I'm sitting there looking at this going, wait a minute, if I did a $5 video or $15 video, like I could do 10 of those a day. I can make $150 a day plus the money I make off of Amazon. So this is a no-brainer. Like I should totally do this. And so I started saying yes to all these things by the hundreds. I mean, the first couple of months, man, I'm just pumping out 3, 4, 100 videos, and I'm using Ecamm Live, and I get my multicams. I don't even know if I did multicam back then, but anyway, I'm cranking them, dude. I'm just bam, bam, bam. I was like, I'm the Starbucks of video right now. Like this is crazy, and taking so much shit off of everybody in the industry, especially the video world. You're devaluing the industry. You're horrible. You shouldn't be doing that. You should, jump off a cliff. And I'm like, I'm making money. Like I can't. This is crazy. So as a non-influencer in an influencer program, I just leverage the access to be able to work with these brands and solve a problem. And that's what all of us entrepreneurs are trying to do. We're like, what's the problem that you solve, and what system do you solve it with, and is that repeatable, scalable? And then from there I got into like reselling, just because I had to get rid of all this product. And then I started getting into the resale game and whatnot, and Facebook Marketplace and all this other stuff that we can jump into. But yeah, man, that was kind of the introduction to brand deals. Was like, and there's a bunch of Facebook groups at that time that was just like hammered with these. Hey, we get this product, it's $15. And so, John, I'd take everything. I'm talking fingernail clippers to electric scooters to solar power stations. Like I would take, dude, if somebody's like my grandma's used underwear, like, will you shoot a video for $20? I'm like, you got it, send it on. I'm in.
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I did too when I first started the influencer program. It's like, damn, like someone was just willing to send me something outside of Amazon. Like, yeah, I'll do it. I was doing the $5 videos, the $10 videos. Now it definitely looks a little different for me. What was kind of that first thing though for you where it almost like clicked, where you're like, huh, someone's willing to pay me for this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was when, well, at first, like everyone was like, you can't do that because it's taking so much time to edit. And when I realized, like, I was podcasting and live switching between cameras, so I'm like, well, it's the same technology. I just have to get really good at doing one take, one take, one time, and I can do this. And so, really, I guess it really clicked when, and I didn't even know, man. The first I started this like in July of 2023, like doing this model. So 2 years ago, almost 3, coming up on 3 years, whatever. And I started like doing this through the holidays, which I'm like, okay, it's gonna get busy in the holidays. And then I guess I didn't even really know this was going to work until March of the next year, because you blast through the holidays. There's product dropping everywhere. Everyone wants their videos made. Blah 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 blah. And then you get to January, and my first January, dude, was just like crickets. I mean, I was nervous. I had rented an office. I had a studio. I had an employee. I had somebody working for me. I mean, I'm talking. We were crushing out videos, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, his name was John as well. I'm like, hey, sorry dude, I can't keep you on. Like the mailbox is empty. so January came, the mailbox is empty. February is like Chinese holiday season, so there's no one's even working hardly. And so the mailbox is definitely empty. And then came March, and I guess March is like product launch. And so that was when I really realized, like, oh, this is a year-round business. Probably after my first year, I'm like, this is a year-round business. You just have to, know those downtimes. And now that I'm established and I have 4,200 and something piece of content and a reputation, it's not as slow. And I kind of stock up, and they kind of know this too. So they kind of stock this thing up and keep me busy while they're gone. So that's kind of cool.
That makes a lot of sense. So how would someone go about finding some of these companies to work with?
This is the interesting part, and I think the game is changing. So when I was first starting, there was like a bunch of Facebook groups that were, and there still are, and there's still agency groups out there. And type in Amazon influencer videos or Amazon influencer on Facebook, and you can probably go find these agents. And the thing is that you have to, with any business, it's like the price goes up when the demand goes up. So if you're not in high demand, you can't go pull a big number. It's like I'm comfortable now charging $50 to $100 minimum per video because I'm busy. I'm
Mm,
busy. I'm in high demand, and brands are willing to pay that. So I think that's where I started out, was like the 5, 10, 15 free, even free, which a
sure.
lot of people are in Creator Connections right now doing free videos. This has kind of changed up the game a little bit. It's made the competition a little bit more fierce, but I have the edge because I have quality content quickly. So like I'm not really worried about the people doing free videos, because those same free videos will get paid to me. Like I'll get paid to do those same videos. Um, but I think you could do that. I think you could leverage Creator Connections, build relationship there, maybe do a free product video, get some contact information, reach out on the back end, do another deal that's paid, what have you. So, but once you get busy, even with free stuff, once you're like, I can't take it anymore, I have to get paid for this. Because what people don't realize is all these products that they're posting right now, they have a shelf life. And I have
Mhm.
proof because I can run my storefront, check right now and go, 50% of these videos are no longer useful.
Yeah, well,
And I might be able to fix them or do whatever, but it's like 1977 videos of the 4245 is obsolete.
yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people don't understand about the influencer program, and like I didn't either. And like when you see a lot of people start for the first time, kind of like you said, it's like, okay, I have 100 videos, say I'm making $100. So I have 200, I'm gonna make $200. And so far and like the numbers come, but like what you don't realize is once you get to 300, maybe only 150 of those videos are still left. So it does that's where you lose the compounding on that, which is like
Yeah.
super interesting, and why a lot of people I think complain in the groups like, oh, I had 5,000 videos and now I make like $2. And it's like, when was the last time you made a
Well,
video? And they're like,
yeah.
it's like a couple months probably.
Yeah, and then you have those people who have like 10,000 videos, and it's like 5 videos of the same product, and you're like, well, dude, you're even more putting yourself in a vulnerable position because all of your content that you're making is now, over like whatever, say 1,000 products or maybe 2,500 products, and now you're exposed even more. So it's like you think you're dominating the carousel, showing up at, like with placement, but you're going to get, unless those products are really good. Now, I do think, or I know this to be true, like there's people who are making, well, I'm going to say making in quotations, $10,000+ a month in this program. Now, what they don't tell you in these Facebook groups is what they're spending. And if you do enough research or just watch people, they'll tell you what they're doing. They talk just like me. I love talking about it, love doing whatever. The truth comes out no matter what. So it's like, then you see they're spending, $2,500, $3,000, $5,000 a month. So you're like, you're not making 10 grand a
Mm,
month. It's not profiting. You might be doing 10K in commissions, but you're spending 5K. So let's be honest. Let's do the truth. And if you're making 5K, John, and spending no dollars and working with brands, so maybe you're up to 10K now after you do resale and all that, it's like that's 10K in profit versus 5K in profit with the 5K expense. So it's a whole lot different business model. And I just don't think there's enough transparency, which people that will promote their highlight reels until they're dead. I mean, it's fine. Like that's just part of the game. So, but there's so many strategies. But I do think like looking at product and going, okay, this product's been around for X, and maybe your Amazon background, you could do this way
yeah.
quicker than I could. But it's like, okay, this is a good product. Like just looking at the history of it, this is going to be around. This is worth my investment. This is going to pay me for several years, or potentially. These Chinese companies, no, I wouldn't. If they're there in 6 months, you're lucky. That's why I get paid up front, because I'm not trying to, wait around to see if they're still in a business or not.
Yeah, there's definitely so I use this program called Keepa, and I used to use it when I sold on Amazon, and I kept it, and you could see, and I kept it for this reason. It's like $20. You could see the whole, like the history of the listing. So like when
Oh
I
yeah.
click on something, it'll show how long the listing's been up. So like a lot of that stuff in Creator Connections, like this listing was created like 8 days ago. So like right off the bat, like I know, oh, this is like a totally new product. Some other ones you can be like, oh, there's like 500 days of history. You can kind of see when it was in stock, when it goes out of stock. You kind of have, it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
this
good.
is usually in stock. This is probably a good company to work with. Another one. Before we get into that, I wanted to let you know I created a totally free guide to get approved for the Amazon Influencer Program, how to scale it up, how I literally went from zero to $50,000 in just Amazon commissions alone. There'll be a link down below. The guide is absolutely free. It's about 33-ish pages, and I have a whole video walking you through the whole guide. So if you want to start making money on the Amazon Influencer Program, definitely click the link below. It's kind of like you could tell by reviews. They don't have any reviews. Obviously, they're very new. But yeah, I agree with you. Like getting paid up front is definitely a really nice perk.
Yeah, well, and to put this in perspective for people who are like, well, what's the real opportunity here? I have 1,900 and something videos that are not on a carousel right now. And once again, they some of those could be fixed, they could be whatever if I want to spend time to do it. But I did the math just on my average ticket price. I'm like, oh, I've made over $60,000 on brand deal fees. And that's not including what I've resold the product for or any of that. So it's like, that's not maybe getting paid. That is getting paid. And then Amazon commission is icing on the cake. And so it's more of a leverage, low ticket, high frequency model versus, and it's just the kind of work I like to do. Like, I don't care to negotiate with companies. I don't care to push back. I don't care if they say, well, we're going to give you 20% commission on creator connections and you can make all kinds of money. And I go, yeah, well, here it says you've sold no products. So how am I going to make money if you're not making money? And they're like, okay, well, we'll just pay you the $50. Cool. Thank you. Have a great day. Here's
Yeah.
my address. It's like learning how to push back and negotiate and realize that you're in the position of, control when it comes to the deal. It's like that's the beauty of this business model. And it's a repeatable thing. It's like I'm not relying on one stream of revenue from Amazon. I have hundreds of people, I have thousands of people, probably over 1,000 people now I've worked with or been in contact with. So if Amazon tomorrow goes, hey, Billy, guess what? We hate you and you're out of our program. Well, guess what I own? Over 1,000 emails of people who are in the industry. Now I can reach out to them and go, look, it really sucks. Can't post on Amazon anymore, but I can sell you the content outright. I can sell you UGC stuff. I can take photos for you. I can do a lot of different things as a creator, and I can leverage my skill set and not just rely on these platforms to pay.
Yeah, and I really like that part about it too. And that's kind of what I've learned too. And I think when I first started the program, I don't know if you were the same, someone said, a lot of people reach out to me on Instagram and it's like, we'll give you $5 or $10. Oh my God, like I'm so grateful. Like you don't even think like, oh, like if you said 20, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna double the price. Like now I'm like, yeah, dude, like get out of here with that. Like there's no way. And they'll be like, "Oh, like that's all our budget." I'm like, "All right, like hopefully we can work together in the future." And sure enough, within 24 hours, because we're what 12 hours behind them or 12 hours ahead of them, whatever it is, like rolls around 8 o'clock. It's 8 in their morning. They're like, "Oh, we talked to the supervisor. We could do your rate. It's totally fine." And I'm like, "Huh, like." Interesting. Like they want to get like the lowest price possible. I mean, that's just negotiation in general, but especially with this, it's
Yeah.
just like no. I mean, there's a time and a place too. When I first started, I was not negotiating because I didn't really have what I have today. But now that I do, I'm like
Yeah,
shit. Like you should
absolutely.
negotiate for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. I mean, it's like in any business that you start, sometimes it's like you just got to eat it for a little while, but not forever. And you have to be okay. Now, the problem in this business is just like us, like we're all networked, we all have communities. So, if someone's like, hey, I'm trying to work with this company, it's like you probably have 5, 10 people who've worked with that company. They can give you some insight. It's the same thing on the flip side. It's like there's this list of all of us. We're on websites, our faces, our profiles, like all of our information that we've shared is on these websites. I've seen them, and it's just like we're a Fiverr gig, on a Chinese website, and people are going, oh, this person charges $20 or $5 or whatever, and so you might be known as the $5 guy for a while until you start pushing back and really having those conversations. It's a sales job and nobody wants to hear that. And this is why I coach people, but it's why I don't have 1,000 people paying me $1,000 a month, is because I just tell the truth. And the truth is it's freaking work. And you gotta wake up early, you gotta go to bed late, especially in those early days. It's like now brands trust me enough, they'll wait on me. But early on, I had to stay up till 2, 3 in the morning. I had to get up early. I had to be the first guy to respond to the email. Now I have a reputation. You have a reputation where it's like, okay, when I check it, you're going to wait on me. But before that, and you don't have that reputation, you got to be Johnny on the spot and build that trust, because they are sending you a physical product. They're spending money in shipping. They're spending money on the product. It might be their client's money, might not even be their money, might just be their job. I mean, you'll hear all kinds of crazy stories. But it is about doing the hard thing up front and getting established as a business owner and running a business that has repeatable systems if you want to play at a high level in this game.
Yeah, and I definitely saw that a little earlier this month. My dad actually was in the hospital, and I had to go there, and I got all these DMs. They're like, "Oh, are you okay?" Because usually with the brand deals, if I get it, it's easy. I try to turn it around. Why not? I want to get paid as soon as possible. So if I get it, I try to do it within 48 hours, 72 hours. Have to set it up. That's a different story. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in New York," and they're like, "Oh, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it." You're usually just so quick. We just wanted to check in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it does, and you can really build good relationships. I mean, I've worked with some of the same agencies and some of the same companies for years. It's like I was just shooting a video of an iPhone 17 Pro Max case, and I've worked with the same company for years. So every phone drop that comes out, I am the first guy they reach out to, and they're paying me per product, and they're having all these different types of cases. Not like color variations, but like different cases
Yeah.
for this particular product. And so I make enough money every year off of an iPhone launch to buy an iPhone in cash if I want it. Now this year I didn't, but every year before, because I have a different strategy I'm not going to share on here, you can pay me for that one. I don't know if you know it or not. I'll have to send it to you, but I have a way of getting the attention of those cell phone companies to send me the product. But anyway, I make a ton of money off that one particular thing every single year, which is pretty crazy.
That's awesome. So, for someone getting started, do you think anyone, a beginner, could just start getting brand deals, or how do you think that works?
So, in my opinion, I would say you got to have a portfolio of something. It's like,
Sure.
and really, there's two different mindsets here. Like, my mindset is I'm brand focused first, Amazon second. So I am all about working with companies. What do they want, and how can I serve them? What kind of content do they need? Because I feel like that's the long play. Because Amazon algorithm changes, turns on, turns off. They turn your videos on, they turn them off. Like there's all these reasons why I don't trust Amazon to pay me and to be my business leader. Like I am my own business leader. And so therefore I have to run a business that I control. So in the very early stages, if that's your goal, it's just like, I want to do this on a more what I would call full-time income. I'm gonna say full-time income because I work part-time. If I work more than 25 hours a week, I'm like really upset about that. So I try to work part-time, try to make 6 figures a year in profit, and kind of backward engineered what my business needs to look like to do that. So if it's your goal to work with brands, you got to figure out what brands want. You got to figure out this particular market. And I tell people all the time, like the video industry is ginormous. So I'm going to reach back here. It's this big all the way from Hollywood to TikTok reels. Okay. It's like, it's a huge, huge industry, and we're in one little sliver of it. And you got to know that industry, and you got to understand the game of that industry. And so if you try to come into this brand deal, Chinese brand deal market, and sell $1,000 videos, you're going to pitch a lot and you're going to get turned down every single day. I promise. It's just, I don't care if people will say, oh, I do $300 videos all the time, and watch what they say. You'll eventually figure out how much money they make. And I make 4 times what these people make in brand deals because I'm doing this frequency model. So upfront, if you want to do the brand deal thing, then quality content quickly. Figure out how to produce really good quality videos. Something that when a brand looks at you holding up this Ray-Ban glasses case, they'll go, oh, I got a glasses case for the Ray-Bans. I want that guy talking about my glasses case as well. Forget the shaky iPhone, get a tripod, get a freaking light. It's like, it doesn't have to be Hollywood or YouTube, but it has to be better than 90% of the people on there. And it is not a tall order to fill to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I definitely, once I up kind of the video game that I did, I'm doing like multicam as well now. Thanks to Billy, he helped me set that up. It's definitely,
Let's
I've
go.
noticed a lot of more brands reaching out. And it's interesting because it's like almost a counterintuitive video. So it's a lot of what you hear, is and I do agree to some extent, like just be real, be in your natural environment. Like the videos that I've made, the videos that you made, I've watched a ton of your videos. They're more just like, I wouldn't say commercials, but it's not like you were in the kitchen or something. You're more just like, there's an overhead camera, like you're lifting the thing up, like you're seeing all the ins and outs. Like it's a very like demo focus, but
Mm-hmm.
it's so much better, no offense, than like what the Chinese people put out. Cause it's like what they put out, the video makes like no sense. It looks like shit. Like it
Yeah.
looks like it's made by like AI. Like I can't even explain it. But if like you've seen a video like that, you know what I'm talking about. And I think that's a huge difference and I think that almost just never occurred to me. I bought into that when I first started, like, oh, just be natural, be in the natural environment. And that does work for some stuff. But what I have realized for more of the tech heavy products, like they more just want like an unboxing video. Like they
Yeah.
don't care
Yeah.
about like a use, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, and I think too, like I pull in B-roll footage. So, if I'm talking about, I don't know, whatever, like I have my main shot and then I have this overhead shot and then I have like this shot here if I want it and, to show up close details. And then I have a B-roll footage. So here I am like with my meta glasses on, taking B-roll footage of this bag that turns from a duffel bag to like a full suit bag. And it's those little touches that you can do quickly that it's going to get the attention of brands, especially when Johnny, my competitor, is like, so today we're going to take a look at the Ray-Ban glasses. They're so good. It's like, what? Nobody even knows what you're talking about. Like your mic sounds terrible. And once again, this is just if you want to work with brands. Now, if I
Right.
wasn't working with brands and I had a full-time job and I'm like, I just need to make enough money to go to Disney World next year, I would not give a rip. I wouldn't have my
Yeah.
face on a video. I'd be shooting with my iPhone all the time. I would just like burn and churn as many product videos as possible and not even care. I'd walk outside, I go to a parking lot and record every single car tire, every single wheel, I would look down my carpet and record that video and go, it's a carpet, it's great, it works, it's my favorite, which is totally fine. But I think if you're like, I want to do this on a more full-time level, then it's like you can't be platform focused, you got to be brand focused and see what they want. And they want someone who will, and I want this, I'd make videos I want. Like, what comes in the box? When I get these Ray-Bans, am I going to have to get a charger? Yeah, the answer is yes. It does not come with a USB-C cable. Don't care if it's $500, doesn't come with a cable, So it's like what comes with it? There's no lightning bolts. How does it work? And, once again, it just depends. But it's like if I do clothing videos, which I did have a company pay me to do a lot of clothing videos, and I never
Yeah.
put them on. That was the negotiation. Like, I'm not putting them on, not going to iron them. I'm going to pull them right out of the bag and then put them under this overhead camera and show the details of the stitching. Like, that's what they wanted because they had 50 other people putting them on and dressing it up and putting necklaces. They didn't have a guy going, hey, the stitching is actually good up close,
Yeah. Someone actually sent me like slippers or whatever. and I had the new setup or whatever, and I did like the wear of them, and then I did the overhead, like showing the soles, like the top. I was like, damn, like this looks so much better. Like I couldn't even do it if someone was filming me standing up, like going down. It's like you just can't do it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
look at the pattern, look at like you what you have like the thing up here. Like that was the best video anyone's ever made for us, and I was like, and it took less time than if I had to set up a tripod and like get all the shit out of my office so like it's not on the shot and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. And instead,
Yep.
I'm just sitting here. I took like a 5-second B-roll of them on, and the majority of the video is me holding them, making like a funny face, and showing them, oh, look how soft it is inside. And with this overhead cam, you could see inside, and it was like, huh, like that's amazing. And like kind of feel foolish too, because like in the past, like when you film with your phone, you're doing a charger, you can't charge the phone because it's your camera. So now it's like, here's the phone, and then you do the overhead. You're like, oh, see, it charges. Oh, here's my headphones. Plug that in, and you're just like, wow, like what a much crisper, clean video
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, and and some people kind of push back on me and go, "Well, Amazon buyers want more authentic." And I go, "Well, what's your conversion rate?" And they tell me, and I go, "Well, mine's the same. It's like somewhere
Yeah,
between 10 and 14% on average." And that's kind of what I see across the board when I ask people. I'm like, I don't know anybody. I mean, maybe there's like one or two outliers, but it's like, I mean, I don't think people care. I think, do you answer their questions, and does it now? If I'm like I got nice video, but I'm not real salesy. I'm not like, man, I'll tell you what, guys, this is the best case I've ever had for my iPhone or my Ray-Bans. Man, this is so amazing, and it's all great, and it's the best, and it's great. Like I hear videos like that all the time. I'm like, no value. Like you're
yeah,
just trying to get me to click buy now. It's like, why is it great? How does it work? What is it used for? Have you used it for? What's the benefits? What's the features? It's like people are just sometimes so just focused on getting on the carousel, but they're not really used to bringing any value. And then they go, well, you're getting paid. So how does that make you feel that you're getting paid? What do you think the customer feels? I go, you know what? I would rather watch a guy who says, hey, the company sent me this and is paying me to make this video. To me, that just goes, wow, this guy must know what he's talking about because he's getting paid to make the video. It's like,
true.
that's how I think about it. Versus, Susie in her kitchen about to chop her finger off. It's like, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, find the style you like and then just like double down on that style. And for me, it's really about making money. I'm not doing this because I'm like, it's not, it's like I'm doing it because I'm a business owner. And so I love cash flow. Like, I don't love waiting 60 days to get paid. I don't care if this product bangs out $5 a day in commission. I'm not going to see that $5 a day for 60 days after the month ends. So it's like, I love waking up every morning to, you got a PayPal payment. You got a
Hmm.
PayPal payment. You got a PayPal payment. And sometimes I even forget to send the invoice. And it's like, here's your PayPal payment. Thank you so much for the order. It's like crazy. And it just creates a whole nother stream of revenue. And I make more from that than I do from Amazon.
That's amazing. So I guess let's go back. So what do brands want? Like what are they looking for from creators? If you had to like pitch a brand, like what are you telling them? How are you getting their attention? And basically how are you getting them to give you money?
So once again, if I'm new, if I'm up, if I'm brand new, I'm creating quality content quickly. So that means I'm showing up something similar to what we do. And by the way, you can get this multi-cam setup without having the same setup. Like you could shoot multiple shots if you're into editing. I just don't think the price is there for me to open up my editing suite. I've done 250 videos or whatever. I think I've edited probably maybe 20 videos at this point. And most of those were higher ticket UGC videos. So if if I have to edit, then the price goes way up. But so if I'm just trying to get brands, I'm going to make quality content, and I'm going to produce a lot. So, and here's the thing too: the more content I post, the more attention I'm going to get, because those competitors of those products that you're posting on, they're shopping those listings to go, hey, what is XYZ cell phone case company doing? I want to compete with them. Oh, there's this guy named Billy. He's doing all these cell phone cases for them. I want him to do it for me. Now they reach out to me. So the more quality content you can post, that's my best salespeople. I have
It's
not
so
reached
true
it.
too, because
Yeah.
like I get so many emails or DMs like, "Hey, you made this video. Can you make one for us?" Or someone pitched me the other day. It's like, "You made this video. Our product is better. Can you make a video basically counteracting?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like these people like really watch these videos."
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy, and so I think that's the beauty of it too. It's like you make more content, and no matter what, I don't care if you're using one of these plugins. I don't care what your strategy is. The strategy is make more content, period, because it can pay off in a lot of different ways. One, people are seeing that they're going to reach out to you. They're going to want you to do the video, of their product, and then obviously you have an opportunity to get on a carousel, make money off that particular product. You get an opportunity to get promoted into related product pages and get paid off of that opportunity. You have a piece of content you can now repurpose to a million different places and drive traffic over to Amazon or, wherever you're trying to get traffic to. So yeah, man, I think if I'm just getting started, it's quality content quickly. In my position now, I have 4,245 pieces of content. That's my portfolio. And they go, hey, we have this flashlight video. Can you do a flashlight? I go, yeah, here's my URL. Type in flashlight in the search bar and let me know what you think. Talk soon. Done. And they're like, holy crap, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Or I'll go find one that I'm really proud of and I'll, send it over there. But most of the time, that's it, man. I don't have to negotiate. I send a portfolio and they see consistent content. I don't know if they can see what dates they're uploaded, but the more consistent I am, the more people reach out. And if they're seeing that you're uploading 5, 6, 10, 15 videos a day or a week, actually, whatever, 20 videos a week, then they're going to go, cool, I can send this person a product because I can trust that they're going to get it done.
So would you say that what they're really looking for is just high quality content?
I would absolutely, yeah. It's like, what's going to make their product, even if it's not what we think the customer wants, it's like, what did they want? What did they feel like is going to make their product convert? And that's going to be a high detail. And it's not just detail in good looking picture. I think that is important. I think that's what people look at and go, oh my God, wow, this is crazy. Like I get comments even from other influencers on my thumbnails on Amazon. I have not created a thumbnail ever. Maybe early on, if I scroll all the way back through, maybe, but not in the last, couple of years have I ever created a thumbnail. And it's just the video is so good. Amazon just captures whatever it is. And there's a couple ones it's like black screens for for whatever. I just leave them. I don't care.
Well, it's super interesting too, because what I've noticed, so I still make thumbnails and I might actually, well, I don't know if I'll stop. I doubt it. But when I was making the videos before, not kind of doing this like double camera setup or whatever, what I did notice is what the image it grabs is so much better than the image if I just shot it on my iPhone. For whatever reason, it just captures like the right moment and it's usually like hands like showing the product exactly. That'd be like
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
be exactly what I would like screenshot and drag into Canva. So there's definitely a difference there. I don't know like how they're figuring that out, but I do think that, and I do think like kind of like thumbnails are somewhat important if you're kind of not doing that, or just in general, because I think what the customer wants and what I've come to learn watching all these videos and seeing other stuff, it's like I want to see a picture like this. Like I know they like took it out of the box, they're drinking it. Like
100%.
I know
Yeah.
like something is going on here instead of just holding up if this water bottle was in a box. You're just like, oh, are they gonna open it? Like, what's the deal?
100%. Yeah, and I think that's where, and you're right. Like Amazon, I'm looking through my videos right now, and somehow Amazon picks this top-down shot with me
Yeah,
holding the product out of the box. I don't know. Maybe it's just and I have a format too. So this is the thing about creating high frequency, low ticket videos. Is like you have to have a system, you have to have a format. So it's basically like I'm creating. You watch a TV show, what's going to happen in the TV show. Like the intro's coming, the what, there's going to be some kind of disaster, some climax part, there's going to be an argument, and then people are going to kiss and make up, and the episode's going to end or whatever, or they're going to solve the mystery. And it's like, there's 80% predictability that people like. So I think that's, and this is not really like a YouTube channel or a TV show, but for brands, it's very predictable. Like if they can watch one video, they know what I'm going to do for like the next 50 videos they offer me. There's no question. Is this guy shooting in his living room? Is he shooting outside? Is this kids running around, with their pants off in the background? It's like there's no questions as to which that wouldn't even get past, I don't think. But there's no questions like, what am I going to get from this guy? They know. Like this is this consistent format that I've done for years at this point. And I think that for workflow, purposes too, it's like this is imperative that people, I can't tell you how many people go, do you have like a consistent space you shoot in? I'm like, yeah, dude, if you're not batch recording in this business, I don't care if you're doing free product or $1 million video. If you're not batch recording, you're dumb. Like it's just a dumb strategy not to batch record.
That was my biggest problem. Like, so where I'm sitting right now, it took me a while to get set up, but I would do the podcast here. I didn't have this fancy wall or anything. And I would do my other work at another desk. And I'm like, oh my God, like, should I shoot here? Should I shoot there? So now that everything is right here, it makes it so much easier. The setup is here, the lights up here, and it's just like super easy. And like, yeah, just having like a spot just to go instead of being like, oh, I'm over here, like, oh, shit, there's shit on the couch, like I gotta move that. Like this is as clean as it usually is. I mean, there's like shit everywhere over here for like brand deals and stuff, but like at least it's like I know how to consistently keep it out of the camera shots
Yeah,
per
and
shot.
it builds confidence too, because when you come into your office and we're on camera, so it's like intimidating already. I don't care how good you are on camera, how long you've been doing it. Like there's still like this intimidating part of like hitting record, and so even I've done this over, I mean, dude, thousands of times, probably 10,000 times, not including the Amazon thing, but just other projects. And I'm still like, okay, let me just get ready. Let me think. So if I have to like basically set up a whole set to be able to shoot a video and then try to get in the mental game after I've already just been the janitor and the cleaner and everything. It's like I'm trying to, in the set designer, and now I'm trying to get in the mentality of shooting this product. It's like, that's bonkers to me. So just for my workflow, I'm like, I sit down here in this like little studio. It almost looks like I'm in a spaceship, and I'm like, all right, dude, I know when I hit this button we're launching, and like it's ready to go. And it just builds my confidence to know I'm going to open the video. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about this Ray-Ban Meta glasses case. Oh, let's take a look at what comes in the box. It comes with this, comes with that, bam, 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 comes with a little cleaning cloth, not the cable, whatever. And then, then I could easily just come back, to the shot as well and be able to, finish up the video or go to B-roll footage or whatever. So, yeah, man, I think there's a lot of that mental stuff too, because I make it sound easy, but I've put the system in place to make it easy. And even with that, I'm making a bag video yesterday, and I'm talking about putting pastries in the pocket. It's like when I'm really trying to say toothpaste, I say pastries. It's like I'm still going to make mistakes, but you can just take a deep breath and do it again. And so they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be Hollywood, but they got to be better than average.
Yeah, and I've definitely like I think for most people too, it's super overwhelming. It was for me. I know you like walked me through it, and I got like kind of like Ecamm, and like I didn't do anything with it for like 30 days. And I think I got the charge, and I was like, oh shit, I kind of forgot I got this. And then I like set it up, and then it was like I couldn't figure out the camera setup and this and that, and like it would be like it's a bad thing, but it's like if I can't figure this out in like 10 minutes, it's like I'm not doing it kind of thing. And then it was one day I'm like, all right, I don't care how long it takes. If this is like today's task, like it's gonna get set up. And I finally like set it up. And then I think what a lot of people think, like kind of like you could talk about it in a second, but like everyone sees your setup now, they're like, oh wow, like, I'm sure it took you a little bit to like figure that out. Like I feel like my setup is like 80% of the way there. Like I could switch the cameras, but now the issue I have is like I need like a docking stand, I think. So you could still just see like the bottom piece of my computer. So that's like in the shot of everything, but like you could still kind of like it's totally fine. It's better than most. So I got to figure that out or like move the camera around or do something like that. But I think a lot of people like things like, oh, maybe they get Ecamm, they have their two cameras. It's like within 5 minutes you're set up and ready to go. But like that's not the case. Like most things.
Yeah, I mean, it's work, it's like it's work and it's investment. It's like you reach out to me, you invested into, some one-on-one stuff for your setup. So we get in your setup, we start working on it, you make investments into equipment. And yeah, man, you're right. Like so I kind of got into this multi-camera like software and Ecamm and all this stuff by doing a saltwater fishing podcast in 2019. And it was a live show that was on Facebook every week. And I'm like, dude, I got to figure this out. And I didn't go buy equipment. I borrowed stuff. I borrowed equipment for 25 episodes. It was unbelievable when I started asking people like, hey, do you have like a DSLR camera that's laying around that you don't use? Oh yeah, I got one in the drawer. Like, can I borrow it? Can I borrow it for a little while, just for a few weeks until I get my podcast going? And that's how I learned. And then it was like plug and stuff. And dude, I still do that. Like my computer was, low. There's like a little bit of the corner on the shot. Then I got a desk mount for my laptop, and I just got a new light in here. I just upgraded my HDMI card, my capture card. Dude, this thing, I've been doing this for years, and I tweak, and that's part of the fun too. It's like, if this is kind of the job or business you want to run, you got to find the sweet stuff in it. And this is, for me, the sweet stuff is like getting a new soundboard, getting a new HDMI capture card. And it's all, I write off on my taxes. And it's like, because it's not cheap. I paid $1,000 for this capture card, but it takes all the heat off my computer. I don't have to have all those little dongles. And I can run 4 cameras into one. It separates it to 4 different video feeds. It's like, that's the nerdy part that I love, that makes shooting a video about these Bluetooth headphones enjoyable. So I do think there's those types of things that, it's not for everyone. And that's what I try to say in my community, in my group, is like, this model's not for everyone. It's a lot of freaking work. It's a lot of headache to get set up. Now, when you get it set up, it's kind of smooth sailing, and you can really maximize and scale and do all that kind of stuff. But you either got to decide up front, like, yes, this is what I want to do, which I think is what, you and a lot of other people have seen my setup and go, yep, I can identify that. I want that. And then other people will watch somebody that has a screen printing business and go, nope, I want to do that. And I think you just have to, you got to lean into whatever the model is that you want. And if you love researching, go get Oink, go get Viral View, go do a bunch of research and, figure out like how to reach out to brands and get free product. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think you are leaving yourself vulnerable and not maximizing the opportunity when you're not trying to get compensated for those deals up front.
Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. And I have had like some success. So I did like a little test. I reached out to maybe like 50 brands, just like cold emailed them or whatever. And 2 of them like sent me product and like paid $85 for just an Amazon video. And I think it was a YouTube post as well. I was like, damn, like it wasn't that much. And now I'm like in my head, I'm like, well, I could get like a VA to like start going through all this, start compiling a spreadsheet. I didn't do any follow-ups or anything like that. Everything was sent to like an info at like kind of company name.
Yeah.
But it was real eye-opening too, because one, a lot of these companies don't even have a website, which is kind of crazy in itself. Which goes to show you those are like kind of the people maybe you don't want to work with, because obviously they're not in it for the long term or just kind of like this one-offy thing. That's what I found anyway. And then there's just a ton of like, these companies are huge. Like when you go to their website, you're like, holy shit, like this company has to be, you go to their LinkedIn, you're like, oh my God, like they have like 500 employees. Like they're just not a brand on Amazon.
Yeah.
And they have money, like for sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, and I think that's the important thing too for people to remember. It's like you are creating or learning a skill set. Like in my community of people that I'm teaching how to do this particular business model, I put that, up front. And like the more practice you get on the camera, the more that you can knock out these videos, the more ideas you have. It's like you're building this skill set to now take that into other places as a content creator, as someone who can be on camera, as a host. I mean, we haven't even talked about live selling. We haven't talked about the opportunity of live production. I mean, with your eCam skill set, you can now take that and go, well, I don't have to be on camera. I can go to my local retail store and go, hey, look, dude, I'm going to come here every Thursday night and we're going to sell your purses on your website and I'm going to produce your whole show and you're going to give me 10% of the profit. Like, that's a business.
True.
Get 5 of those that are just banging local stores, have it like Chipotle. They got to have an online store. I mean, there's not just easy. I mean, there's work, there's software, there's systems to do it. But I'm saying, like, once you have the skill set of like, oh, I can show up on camera or coach someone else to show up on camera, I've created a whole nother business. I've created a whole nother stream of revenue. And this is what I try to get people to understand. It's like Amazon should not be your main source of revenue, and you're going to get smoked. It might be good for a couple, and I get it. There's people out there who are like, well, it's the opportunity now, and you got to get the opportunity now. And I go, I'm not about the now. I'm about the longevity of this business to say, how can I be, and that's just my personal goal. It's like, I'm in it for the long run. I don't want to start a new business. I don't want to do a bunch of crap, and try to figure out the algorithm next week, because you're going to. We've already seen it a million times. Some of the people who are claiming they're top earners in this program get their whole category or their whole catalog wiped out in a moment's notice with no explanation from Amazon, and they don't have to give you one, and you don't deserve one because you signed the paper, I guarantee, with the fine print that says, we don't care. You upload your content, we own you. So
true story.
That's not right for my lawyer. I'm sure he could probably be like, no, that's not what it says. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go through that. So you think there is longevity in, because a lot of people will say that, like, okay, this opportunity is going to go away. Like, AI is going to kill the creator. Like, we're not going to need videos. Who knows?
I love
Amazon
that.
might not pay you in the future. Like, this is just kind of like a throwaway business. Like, you need to build a real business. What's your response to that?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, if AI starts coming after our video jobs, perfect. That means my rate goes up. If I have to show up as a human now, this is my rate just went way up. Okay, if you can't like, just hit a button.
You want AI Billy or you want Billy?
Yeah, you want AI Billy, or for X amount more dollars, you can get the real thing. So I think that's one thing is, one, we have to figure out, how do we embrace AI? How do we use it? How do we leverage it? How do we get ahead of it? But then, business is always going to be done between people. Like, I don't know, maybe our AI bots will negotiate with each other and come up with deals and we'll get paid out of it. Maybe, but I can't even get AI to really tell me what's wrong with my Ray-Ban glasses right now. So I'm not really worried about that. It's like, I think we get a little more time on the clock before AI totally eradicates all of us. Watch the Terminator videos, people. Just watch the Terminator movies. But I do think all these platforms come and go. I mean, we've seen it with TikTok, and then what you have to understand too is, like, all these platforms want one thing, and that's people's attention. And so they are going to, in the early stages of any program, just front load it with cash, front load it with incentives to keep people on there and keep influencers on there to keep the public on these platforms. And so, I've seen this with a friend of mine who has almost 2 million followers on YouTube, and they're like, dude, last year I'm crushing it. This year I'm getting a job, and I have 1.8 million subscribers on my channel, and I'm going to hang it up because I can't keep chasing the algorithm. And I'm like, it's exhausting. And this is what no one talks about. It's like, just upload your videos and do this. And so I think when you have the skill set that you can now leverage, live selling, shoppable content, all that stuff's going to be around. It's just like, are you going to be a part of it? Now, you may not be the face of it. You might be the producer. You might not be the host. But it's like, learn the skill sets within inside of the industry, and then you get creative and solve problems. And there's always going to be problems. And if there's problems, there's business. If there's no problems, if everything's perfect in the world, then great. No one's hungry, no one needs a bathroom, we'll just all like go lay at the beach. It's like there's always going to be problems, and how do you solve it? And how do you build those skill sets to do so? So yeah, I mean, I think live selling is fresh in the US. I don't think it's caught on. I think shoppable content for Amazon is big, but dude, we're not even tapping into local retail stores yet. We're not tapping into small brands yet. I just had somebody reach out to me yesterday, like, hey, can you make one of these videos for my website? Yeah, I can. So it's like that's a whole different market, and we're dealing with one little sliver of the world in this one marketplace. Now it's a huge marketplace, but it's still just one little piece of the pie. So I don't even think we've discovered all the opportunities that are going to come with this shoppable content space.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you with that. And one of my reasons I didn't go into the influencer program, I knew about it like a year before. I'm like, I don't know, like this doesn't seem like a real business, and it just seemed weird. I didn't understand it. But now, what I know now, it's like, no, like you actually have like a real skill now where you can make a video. Like you said, like people need, videos for their website. There's a reason, like, I'm not working with Apple, but like they're going to need videos on their website for when they release the iPhone 18, like a couple years from now. And if you know how to make those videos, and I think the cool part about it now too is like, I think almost the level of video required is not like commercial, like how it used to be, but like what we're doing
Yeah.
is almost like what's accepted, but like an iPhone's not going to cut it. So like this kind of like two camera setup thing, like that's kind of the sweet spot, I think, because it's still like somewhat genuine, but not like, hey, we paid $100,000 for this type of deal. So I think
Yeah.
that is kind of like where it's going.
And also, man, and I've talked to big corporations about this, and they haven't even caught on. So I have a friend of mine who works at a very large corporation. I won't say the name, but they're a conglomerate company, and they own a ton of companies. If you look around your desk right now, they probably own something that's on your desk. And he works for one department in one part of the company. And so 5 years ago, or 4 years ago, when I got into the program, I reached out to him and said, hey, man, I can make videos for your Amazon listing, because he runs the Amazon department of this one brand. And he said, yeah, we've heard of it. We're keeping our eyes on it. We'll let you know when we're ready. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, we'll just see what happens. 5 years later, he calls me, hey, man, you still doing that Amazon thing? We're ready to look at it more serious. Those big ginormous corporations have to go through so much red tape, and they don't have the production in house. And so they're used to, I was on a trip and met somebody from a huge camera company, and I was presenting at this live streaming event for Ecamm, and this guy comes up to me afterwards. He's like, man, I love your business style. Like, we need to talk because we spent $250,000 on a YouTube video. I go, huh? That piqued my interest. And what did you get for that? He goes, 147 views. I said, wow, man, I bet I could have probably gotten 250 videos and made 250 really happy content creators that could post your. So it's like people are understanding that there is this market for this lower ticket, because you get a further reach. It's like my audience is small, but they're super loyal. It's like they are, same with yours. It's like we might have smaller audiences compared to the 1, 2, 3, 10 million, follower person, but they know us. Like someone on Volley, the app that I use to do asynchronous coaching, someone just signed up, and I sent them a message, and they were like, dude, I cannot believe you just sent me a message. It's like, I've signed up for $1,000 programs and no one ever sends a message. This is crazy. And I'm like, that's the power of community. And just that one experience is going to be, change that whole perspective for that guy.
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up about the big company, because I actually talked to one of these. We fix your Amazon listing. We're like amazing. And I pitched them and I was like, oh, like, do you guys do anything with the Amazon influencer program? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, let's set up a call. And so we get on the call, and the guy was whatever. He's kind of a jerk or whatever. And we're just like talking or whatever. So he's just like, so I don't understand. Like, what do you do? Like, oh, the Amazon influencer program. Like, we make these videos, we make a high quality video. That's what brands want. And he's like, I don't understand. Like, how does it work? And it's like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, you say you're like this expert in Amazon listings, you don't even know how like those videos get on the Amazon listings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, like, okay, maybe a lot of these agencies don't even know what the hell that is. And I'm like, wow, there could be a big opportunity there.
Yeah, man. I think there's so many opportunities. And then it's not even that, but it's also like, like I got into selling on Whatnot because I had so many products to get rid of. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You can only give so much stuff away. You could try to find a reseller, but they only have so much budget to buy it. You can only do so many yard sales every year. And so I'm like, I need a consistent way to sell stuff. And so I got on Whatnot, started using the same skills, pushing the same buttons as I do every day. And so I get on Whatnot, I start selling these electronics, and I get a phone call a couple days later, and this guy is like, "Hey, man, I'm from Whatnot. I'm the head of the electronics department. Wanted to touch base with you. What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You got the best looking video, the best show on our platform. We want more of you on our show, on our platform." And I'm like, well, I only have so many products, dude. I probably get 100, 120 products a month. Like, there's no way I'm going live every day. And so just from that, man, we brainstormed so many different ideas. And then they end up sending me a palette, and that was like a whole train wreck, and the reason why I don't ever want to touch a palette ever again. But anyway, but that really kind of opened up this, idea of like, man, I get this skill set where I can go into a warehouse, maybe a liquidation warehouse, and say, hey, you guys are not live on Whatnot, but I can go live for you on Whatnot. I can show your team how to ship stuff out, blah, blah, blah. And then you can just pay me a percentage or pay me a flat rate per day to come in here and live sell for you. And it's like, those are the things I'm trying to get people to understand. It's not just about one platform or one stream of revenue. It's really about building these skills to go into other markets and get creative inside of those markets. And dude, Whatnot, by the way, is like probably one of the craziest opportunities. I follow this girl, Katie Coe. I think she's 20 now. Maybe I started following her when she's like 18. She has a $10 million a year business. I think she hit $10 million this year.
That.
And it's like selling from her freaking phone, dude. From her phone. It's insane, the opportunity. Now, she's worked hard. She's built this relationship. She has the ability to buy truckloads of stuff and sell it quickly and all that. But man, I just look at this young girl and I'm like, good for her, man. She is crushing it in the live selling space. And this is one platform. Now we're talking eBay's getting into the game. Slowly but surely, dude, they're like LinkedIn. They feel like they take forever to do stuff. And then, you have all these other live selling platforms, but, you could be a contract live salesperson. You don't have to be in person with the product. Somebody can send me their whole, just with Amazon Live, same thing. It's like, you send me your whole bulk of product. I get on, I talk about it. It's in the carousel. I sell it. Now, Amazon doesn't do a good job of promoting those anymore like they used to, but it used to be a really big opportunity. So, anyway, man, dude, you and I know each other off site, so I'm just blabbing to you now. Like we're talking behind the scenes.
Because that's one thing I do think too. It's like, I think it's kind of like the tip of the iceberg, because I do think other major retailers will do something like the Amazon influencer program. I mean, I know a lot of them have like ambassadors, like Target has one, Walmart has one, but it's like you're responsible for driving the traffic, which makes sense for the retailer, but like not helpful for the creator, because it's like, why do I want to burn my audience driving traffic to your site for like whatever? But if they do like placement, which I don't know why they wouldn't, because I used to work in marketing, and it's like, oh, like even back then, it's like, oh, UGC is the best way to sell something. And like we were paying these influencers thousands of dollars just to make videos for a placement on a website or just a Facebook post or something like that. So like, I don't know why Target or Walmart wouldn't want videos all over their site.
Yeah, man. I think they'll get with it. I think these corporations just have so much red tape. and they have to like go through. I mean, you've worked for corporate companies before, and it's like no matter how streamlined they are, and this is the thing that all small business owners should like remember. It's like those people still have no idea what's going on. They have hundreds of billions of dollars. They have still no idea like what in the hell is actually going on. I mean, they got systems and stuff, but so sometimes we'll beat ourselves up over missing a deadline or something. It's like, just know, like there's huge corporations that you're like, what? This is the most inefficient thing ever.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
but yeah, man, I think they'll get on it. I think there's warehouses opening up right now with a bunch of little TikTok live stream sets, so people are just going live. I mean, you look at China, man. China's been doing this for 2 decades. Like, we're way behind, but it'll get there.
Walk us through, let's say a brand emails you, like, hey, we like your content, we want to work with you. Like, kind of walk someone through the entire process. What email do you send them? Like, how do you set the deal, the content, all invoicing, all that stuff.
Yeah, so if they reach out to me and they say, "Hey, we love your content, blah blah blah, you're the best."
If you could just take 2 seconds and subscribe to this YouTube channel, we would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers by the end of the year, and the more subscribers we have, the better guests we can get for you. So if you literally just take 2 seconds right now, hit subscribe. It will also let you know when new episodes go live and everything we're up to. Thank you so much.
The greatest. That's what they always say. And then I say, "Oh, thank you. Whatever. We'd love to make a video about your product. Here's my pricing guide." And so then I just have a pricing guide where I offer 3 or 4 different tiers of things. And it could be from Amazon video. As a content creator where I have multiple platforms, everything is a placement. I used to sell advertising, and I understood, if I put your ad here, there, and this place or whatever, like it's a placement. So that's how I think about my creator world and ecosystem. Is like, if you want on TikTok, that's a placement fee. YouTube, that's a placement fee. Amazon, that's a placement fee. And so that's how I think about it. Now, I know a lot of people are just defaulting uploading to YouTube, but right now I haven't met anybody that makes more money than I do posting to YouTube. Then I'm sure they are. I'm just saying I have not met them. But I think I will probably change my tune on that pretty soon, because I don't know, man. I haven't really made any money offsite. If you're like, "Hey, Billy, offsite, can you live off of it?" Hell no, dude. I can't. Not a chance. Maybe if I took out a loan, But anyway, so I'm not really focused on offsite. But anyway, it's a placement fee, so I do all that. So they kind of pick what they want. I give them the menu. They say what they want, offer the menu. Or they tell me they don't have a budget, and I say, "Well, that's too bad, because my mortgage guy, I can't pay my mortgage with headphones, unfortunately, or I would." And then they say, "Cool, whatever, we hate you." And then they send me a message back 3 days later saying, "Oh, we found the money." They'll always find the money. Ask them where the money is. They'll always find it. So anyway, man, so we'll negotiate back and forth. We'll come up with a deal, and I'll lock people in. So if somebody reaches out, and if the early years who reached out and did business with me early on, those people are locked into a solid deal right now. Now they typically will offer a lot more products as well, so that's nice. But yeah, so I lock people in wherever I'm at. So my rates go up periodically, and then I just lock people into that in my system. Yeah, man. So from there, they just send me the product. I do the video. I upload it. Amazon does this weird thing where they either approve or don't approve it. But as long as I click the 3 dots, copy the link, and it shows up, I send that link. If it shows up with dogs, then I don't send it yet. I wait until the dogs go away. And I basically just send them a little message that says, "Hey, thank you for your order. Here's the video link. Please make a payment of X amount to this PayPal email address, and send me a screenshot confirming that you've paid, so I can mark it paid in my system." One thing about working with Chinese companies, as I don't know if I think they have to use VPN for everything, including like Facebook and Instagram and all that. So they are not clicking links to invoices and paying invoices that way. I've tried it a million times. I've tried to do intake forms where it's like, "You want a product? Here's a request form. Fill it out." Nope. Not going to do it. However, I fill it out, so I just have my own request form. I can fill it out. So it goes into my CRM. So yeah, I mean, I think that is like pretty basic. and then I just wait for the PayPal to ding and tell me I got money, and then I put it in my bank account and spend it all. So it's good.
Yeah, I think that's the important part is asking for that screenshot because I get a lot of just PayPal and it's all just like Chinese characters. It's not like it's even like, oh, for iPhone case, and you can kind of like piece it together. It's
Yeah.
just random from you don't even know, and you're like,
And you could probably
where
tell
do
them
I
like,
tie
hey,
this to?
include the ASIN or the product name. I mean, you could put whatever you wanted to in there, but I kind of just look at it and then, I'll save all those emails and I'll go audit my PayPal. But you kind of know, like if you have a CRM, like if you're organized, like I have a CRM and it's just a running list of like income that I've invoiced. And so at the end of the week, if that number kind of matches and I can go through and, quickly kind of do an audit and go, okay, this person owes me $50. I'll send a follow up or whatever. Because it does. Sometimes it takes a while. Like I sent one today. The person's like, oh, great video. It's awesome. Whatever. But I can't pay until the first of the year because the company's closed down until the first of the year. I go, okay, well, you're going to go in this little reach back out for your money folder in my email. And then I'm going to reach back out to you on January 1 at midnight.
Yeah.
I'm going to draft the email now and save it to auto send. That's what's happening.
I think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What are some like issues you've had with brands, working with brands in the past, and how do you kind of overcome them?
I think that what really gets under my skin is like, hey, do you have our video done? And I go, oh, the product that just landed in the mailbox, like it literally just got delivered. The guy just handed it to me. I just walked in the door and you're messaging me, where's my video? Well, there's a 2-week turnaround, so your video is somewhere in that. Unless you want to pay a rush fee, there's a fee for everything. You can pay me, and I will do whatever you want. So you want a rush fee, like tack double the price, and then we'll do it. That's the rush fee. So I think that's the most annoying thing. But most people are pretty chill. I mean, for the most part, and they're getting pressured from their brand, like someone paid them or what. I don't know how it works. Honestly, I don't know how it works. I'd love to take a trip to China sometime and just go, all right, agency, like what the freak is really going on over here?
I would like to see that too, because for those who don't know, there seems like there's all kind of different levels of this. It's like one is like working with the brand. So like someone has like a brand email. More common version for me anyway. The brand email is getting a little bit more common. Instagram DM. Some person has like this random Gmail. They obviously have a budget. I'm guessing they're like commission based. Because they're like, oh, I'll give you
Yeah, I think so.
$10. You're just like, no, like for something like this, it has to be 20 or 30 or whatever. They're like, oh, we could do 30. So obviously there's like the less they could get it for, there's something on them for the upside. And then
Yeah.
there's the most annoying. They're like, oh, you need to purchase it and we'll PayPal you. They're
No,
like, no,
no way.
dude, like that's against terms of service. But
Yeah.
like, so that's like kind of like the three different ones. And it's like super interesting to kind of like see how that works. Would you say you have like more brand direct? Or are you working with these kind of agents or
I think
mix?
I probably still have more agents, which I like because they are working with a ton of different brands. And so therefore I'm just the video guy. I'm not really, they're doing the deal. I'm a partner who does the work. It's kind of great, honestly. From somebody who I came from like a t-shirt printing business where I did everything, where I did sales, production, ordering, inventory, I did everything in the whole process. Like the fact that I can partner with an agency, I don't care if they're selling that video for $300 and I'm making 50. I don't give a rip. I don't have to do all that crap and customer service and answering, I don't have to do any of that. I just got to make a video and move on and go home. Now there's, stuff I have to deal with the agency, but it's very like hands off. Like it is, when I see people getting in these comments like this agency went back and forth and did, I'm like, dude, you're spending way too much time, man. Give them their money back. Tell them to kick rocks. There's like a million of these people out there. Like, don't worry about the deal that fell through, which, 4 years in, 3 years of doing this particular model, it's easy for me to say that because I've experienced it. The first year I was nervous. Second year, less nervous. Third year, I don't give a rip. I'm calling the shots. We'll do business the way I want to do it because the price is not high enough for me to care that much, not to send more than like 2 or 3 emails. I'm like, dude, if you get too complicated,
Yeah.
I just walk away.
I will say that too, like with most of these brand deals, like anytime it's more like back and forth, like they're usually not happy with the video or they're gonna want edit. Like the kind of like the tone. It was like, hey, I have this water bottle. Okay, great. Here's my address. They sent it to me. I know I'm gonna make a video for this water bottle. I'll send it to them, and the next DM is gonna be the PayPal screenshot. If you're
That's
going back
it.
and forth negotiating and you need to do this, you need to do that. Like I've gotten in some like sticky situations before, and at this point, like before I'd be like, all right, I'll reshoot the video, like so sorry. Now I'm like, if you want it fixed, like I met my end of the deal here. Like if you want it fixed, like you could pay for another video. I just put it in the chat
Yeah.
GPT and be like, yo, be nice about this. Just basically say I'm not redoing this video unless you want to pay. And most of the times they either pay or they're just like, no, like it's all right, it's totally fine, and they still do business. Like I did
Yeah.
one with
Yeah.
a great example is like it was almost. Have you ever seen those decanter sets? It's like 4 glasses
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and it's like a spaceship or whatever. And they were like, I think they were paying like $30 or $40 a video, and I was just like, all right, like they're like, oh, you got to get like apple juice or like you got to make it look like real. All right, this is kind of a pain in the ass. So like whatever, I'm like, this was like one of the first ones I've done. So I get the apple juice or whatever, do the thing, and like don't really think anything of it. And they're just like, oh yeah, like the liquid doesn't look like liquor. And I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like I bought the apple juice, like you said. Like I don't know, maybe you have different apple juice, like wherever you're from, but like this is what it was. And we're going back and forth. Like I should have just been like, whatever, like I don't care. And
Yeah.
then eventually I was like, I'm not reshooting it. And they're just like, if we give you another, I think it was like $30 or $40, will you reshoot and use, I forgot what they asked to use instead, and that worked. And I did it, and it was more just like I did what you said. Like when I first started, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But like I think at some point, like you just have to, like we were talking about one brand that just like totally ghosted me. They were just like, oh, you need to do this in front of a Christmas tree or something. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was like, dude, like I went to Canva and I was like, oh, like I'll put like a holiday background or whatever. And they were like, no. And I was like, and in my head, I'm just like, if they act like this, like I don't want to do business with them in the future anyway. Like it was very
Yeah.
clear up front. Like I actually went above and beyond and like did it in like a scene. Like I did above and beyond what it should have been.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, no, like you need to do it in front of a Christmas tree or a holiday theme. I was like, bro, like I'm not getting a Christmas tree for like another 4 weeks. And I was like, whatever, like I'm
I
not
need you
doing
to climb on top of the Eiffel Tower and take a picture with our camera, please, for $25.
Yeah, so like there's just like stuff like that too, and it's just really funny. It's like you just get like eventually you get a little more confident and you're just like, yeah, another brand deal will like come around. And I think to your point, like there's just a lot of them out there. And I think a lot of people, because I got caught in this trap, like you buy a course, like I did for the influencer program, and like it was great. Like it showed me the ropes, but like anything else, like oh, like brands are going to be reaching out to you, and this and that, and the other thing. I'm like, where are the brands? Like I'm not getting any. It took like almost like a year to get like $5 deals, $10 deals. Now I'm getting like those higher deals, and it's just like a pipeline. It's like
Yeah.
now you have like 20, 50, 100 people you worked with. And guess what? Even if 100 people only had one video a quarter, whatever, like you got 100 videos now.
Yeah.
Like instead of like,
Exactly.
oh,
Yeah.
Billy sends me an email, Billy's my only client. Well, then if you have like 20 Billies, Billy might have a video, not a video this month, but Billy too does. So like you have enough of
Yeah.
those people lined up, like you always kind of have work. And I've kind of like realized
Always.
that too, where it's like
Yeah.
now it's kind of just like, oh, I have another video. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna hold up. Like, is this gonna be consistent enough or whatever? And it is, and I think one other part too is like, I know you're a big component of this, so you could talk on this. Is like always being flexible. Like there are people I do videos with that only pay $15, but the video is literally like me sitting here.
Yeah.
It's for a really dumb product. It's like for a Q-tip. It will take me literally 30 seconds. There's 100 Q-tips. This is what they look at. They're 3 inches. Done. Like literally 30
Yeah.
seconds. So like, and they'll send like probably we'll do 2 videos together a month. Easy $30. Don't complain. Send the PayPal the next day. I'm good with that. I'd rather that than like 10 emails with some idiot for $100 that requires edits and this and that. So kind of
Yeah.
talk about how you think
100%.
about budget and price.
It's kind of funny, man, because I do think about the frequency model. And when I first started out, that was my negotiation strategy was, oh, you want to pay $15 for video? Yeah. Well, how many videos can you send me a month? Or how many products can you send me a month? Well, I don't know. Like we do thousands. Okay, out of thousands, how many offers can you make me per month? And it's like, well, I don't know, probably 10, 15 offers maybe for, and back then I wasn't really doing any niche stuff. Now I've become known as like the electronics guy, which, is fun for me, but sucks on the commission side because it's like the lowest paying category on
1%.
Amazon. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, this isn't horrible because they'll resell better. So anyway, there's give and takes for everything. And I just think like it depends on what kind of work you want to do. Like, if you want to be a traditional influencer and go build an audience of 100,000, 200, 300, 400,000 or a million people and try to go, be a part of an agency that goes and sells 10, 20, $30,000 videos, and then you got to produce a 20, $30,000 video. It's like, how much time is that going to take is my question. And it's like, I want to do the type of work that I want to do. I don't want to leave my desk. If I got to leave my desk, then I'm like, whatever. Because I just don't, I'm not good at building audiences. I never have. I don't have 1 million followers. I think I got 3,000 followers somewhere on one platform, whatever. I barely got into the Amazon influencer program. And so, my mentality is like, you can figure out what kind of work you want to do. You want to be shooting videos or you want to be on sales calls all day. If you try to shoot $1,000 videos, you're going to be on sales calls all freaking day, trying to find somebody that needs $1,000 video, trying to negotiate the terms of service on $1,000 video, trying to make $1,000 video. And so it's like, okay, you can do 3 of those a month. I can do 100 videos at $30 price point, and we made the same amount of money, but actually I made more because now I'm earning from Amazon and I'm going to resell all the product. So it's kind of like, and it's a lot of product. So I can build a whole nother business on Whatnot with 100 products a month versus one product that took me or 3 products that took me 30 days to do the same thing I did, the same amount of time. But anyway, I enjoy that though. I enjoy the multi streams of revenue. I enjoy not being a sales guy. I've been a sales guy. I feel like I'm a pretty decent one. But I don't want to go be responsible for. I could do that in the t-shirt world. If I wanted to, I could go sell $15,000 t-shirt jobs, make about 30% of the revenue, and then stress out the rest of the time. And hopefully, all those things go to print, go well. No one wants a refund. Shipping makes it. It's like there's a ton of problems in a lot of these businesses that no one talks about. But it's like, you want to sell high ticket? Great. You better be a damn good salesperson. You want to do low ticket, high frequency? Just be decent on camera.
Yeah, I would agree with you with low ticket, high frequency, because that's kind of where I'm leaning. I guess low ticket being like, call it anywhere from like probably like 20 to 50. Like the biggest brand deal I got this year, I think was like a $200, and it was for a jacket. And it was like the most like stressful because like, oh, this has to be like a $200 video. And like
And
they
you
had
feel it,
all
yeah.
this stuff that had to happen. And like there was like 8 different talking points. The video like took like, I don't know, 2-3 days to shoot, not like full 8 hours, but like different scenes, like being outside. Like it was raining that day, so I couldn't do it then. And like it would have been so much easier to just go get four $50 videos and sit here and like hold up a pill and show a nutritional label of a bottle of supplements than to wear this jacket outside, take the tripod out there, bring it back in here, put it together, do a voiceover. Oh, show the zipper. Oh, can you show that it heats up? Like all this stuff. And like on paper, it's like, oh, $200. Like, how long could this take? Oh, show it. That was another one. Show it like in like a laundry room. Like it was like just all this like crazy stuff. And it was after I signed the deal. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, okay, $200,
Yeah.
like great. And they're like, okay, like now that like you're locked in and we already sent it to you, like here's what has to be in there. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, and I
Like
think you
should have
learn a
known.
lot. Yeah, you learn a lot as you do these deals. You know, because even these small ticket deals, they're going to send you requirements, um, but and you got to learn how to look at them and go, okay, what's the important things here? What's doable? And then you produce the video. And I honestly think I never look at requirements. I get them all the time. I never look at them at this point because I'm kind of like I'm smart enough to figure out what this thing does, how it works, what's it made out of, and you know what's the use case for it, what's the pros, cons, whatever. It's like after you do this for a long time, like you don't really, but those requirements up front might be good because now you're learning what the brands want, and a lot of them is the same crap. Now it looks really lengthy because they're just copying and pasting from Amazon listing, so it's like all these keywords smashed in there, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what are we really talking about here? But you know, you could easily cipher that down and hit the highs and move on. And if you do a good enough job, then they don't care. They're just trying to give you guidelines so you're not going, this is a great cell phone case.
Yeah.
That's all they're trying to do. But I can't tell you how many knuckleheads I see do that. And they're never going to get a brand deal. They're never going to get a free product again from that company because they just don't do a good enough job.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the things that go with that too is what I've taken more into consideration is before I'd be like, oh, I'll do anything. Then you start to get all this stuff and you're like, whoa, like this is a really difficult video to make. Like, I don't know how to use this. Like, this is stupid. And not so much like, obviously, you could piece the video together, but now in hindsight, it's like part of your portfolio. Like, if someone happens to like search phone charger and like they happen to click on like one of the videos where it's like blur, like now I have like really good phone charger videos, but the older ones, obviously everyone starts somewhere, aren't as good. But like, so I'm thinking more like, okay, if they send me this product, what am I gonna have to do? Like,
100%.
can I do this video? Like, someone recently just like sent a nail gun. And I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Like I didn't like really think it through. It's like some of the videos are mainly unboxing videos. Like, should I do one where like I'm actually nailing it? Like all these like stupid things, and I'm just like, man, I should have just like said no to that.
Yeah.
Because like, what am I gonna do with it? And I was like, sometimes I get tricked up too because I'm like, oh, I could be able to resell this for like $150. But then like making the video, it's gonna be like kind of a shitty video, and then it's like kind of on the portfolio. Like, so I always go like back and forth with that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I do think I mean, I'm with you. One time I took a dresser, I was so excited. It was like retail for like $600. I'm like, I'm gonna flip this thing. I'm gonna make $300. This is gonna be awesome. I get this dresser in, I get it out of the box. It's like 498 pieces. I start working on it. I lose time. I call my neighbor, like, dude, I'll pay you to do this, and you can have the dresser. I just need the video. So I ended up losing everything, the resale value, money that I was going to get paid by the brand. I ended up paying my neighbor. So I basically just break even on this stupid dress. And I've never done a dresser since then. And I'll do like bigger furniture if it's like a office furniture. Office furniture sells really good. I've had a lot of success with it. But some of the stuff you don't know until you do it. But installations, dude, if I was an electrician, I'd make $1 million a year on Amazon. I get
Yeah.
list of like 75, 80. Can you hook this up or whatever? So if I knew somebody that's an electrician, like, dude, look, that one little light outlet is like, that's our test outlet. Like, just hang up these chandeliers and let's take videos. I guarantee I can make $100K a year off of those stupid things because I get them every single day because no one can do it. So that might be someone who can wire those things up quickly. Find a spot in your house or in your garage, and just that's your go-to spot. That's your scene. Set your camera up, bam, 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 do it. You're done. But that's not for me, so I have to say no because I realize like this is going to be a lot of work. Dash cams are great. They resell great. They are a pain in the neck. It's like, ugh, I hate it. And it's always, no, we want you driving down the street. And I go, yeah, all these license plates that Amazon's going to not like, I got to go figure out how to cover up.
Yeah, I've done a couple of dash cams too. And now, like, if they want one, I'm like, it's going to be an unboxing only.
Yeah. Or I charge a crazy rate as well.
Yeah, because I got one the first time. I was like, oh man, it'd be cool. It'd be good for content to get it. And then like I go to like set it up. I'm like, holy, like, oh my God. Like I don't even know how to do this. Like set it up. And I'm like, all right, no more dash cams. And then I sold it for 80 and I'm like, maybe we could. So like now it's like unboxing only and it's just like very clear. And then right at the beginning of the video, I'm always just like, the brand asked me to do an unboxing to make it like very clear that like this is not my like it's going to be just what's in the box.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my idea, man. I guess.
It's tough to shoot those videos like that. Which whatever. I mean, I do have one nice dash cam in my car right now, and I need to pull the footage because, dude, I driving in Puerto Rico, dude. It's bonkers.
Can't even imagine.
Oh man, but yeah, it's a good business. It's a lot of work. It's like a lot of little moving parts. It's not rocket science, but it does take a system. Otherwise, this thing can go off the rails so fast.
How could it like go off the rails, or like what kind of systems do you have in place?
Well, I think we're going to see this a lot coming up. All these people getting free products. I'm already seeing it in these groups of like, oh my God, I got 250 products. I don't know. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't know what to do. It's like, yeah, hitting that automated message button on that plugin is very simple, but actually delivering the work is the hard part. And I think if you don't keep that system in place where the product comes in, I'm checking into my CRM, I'm keeping up with who sent it to me, what price they're going to pay, all the listing information that I need for that product if I'm going to resell it. It's like, it's those things. So I have a CRM that I pay, whatever, $100, $200, whatever. And I think it's $100 that I pay for, and I put everything into there. So it's just like this little sales flow that just keeps going until the end when it's all over. And every product goes through that pipeline. Otherwise, I could be, and this happened to me not too long ago. I didn't keep diligent with this system, and then I'm doing all these videos for this one person. I'm delivering them. I'm sending these invoices, and I'm not getting paid. And I'm like, wait a minute, like you owe me a lot of flipping money right now. And so I had to go back through and do all the legwork because I just trusted this person and worked with them for a while. And come to find out, they owe me like $300. And I was like, hey, you haven't paid for this stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting. And I'm like, waiting until what? Until I brought it up to you, which I just did. So I think that only happened one time. I worked with 1,000 people plus. It's only happened once where I feel like they purposely tried not to pay me. But that was only one time. Otherwise, I get paid every time from these Chinese companies, and everybody wants to give Chinese people crap and companies crap and say, oh, they're bad to do business with, maybe. But at the end of the day, man, I get screwed by Americans way faster than I do Chinese companies.
Yeah, I would agree with you a lot with the systems point of view because I just started and I always had a spreadsheet and I have used SellerAmp to kind of hook it up. And everyone's like, what a waste of time. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why do you have a spreadsheet? You're wasting time. And then I'm just like, I don't understand how you do it without one. And those are the same people that complain. It's like,
Yeah,
whoa, where's the ASIN when I upload the video? In the spreadsheet.
in
Like,
the
what am I supposed to
spreadsheet.
do? Go to
Yep.
Amazon and like search for the product and grab that? It's like, oh, I want to resell this. Like, what am I gonna put for? Oh, like you don't have the Amazon link in the spreadsheet that you could just click and copy and paste everything, and it just makes it so good. And like a lot of people that I work with when I coach them or whatever, they're like, oh, let's do creator connections. I was like, no, like, why don't you like review everything in your house first? Get like a little get going, see how it is to make these videos because like you were saying before, it's like imagine for most people, like my house is full of stuff. Like we don't need anything else. Like imagine 200 Amazon packages arriving at your house.
Is bon, and you have no
What are you gonna
workflow.
not
Yeah.
only like did they just arrive, but you have to make videos for all of them and upload
Yeah.
all of them. And if you only have these like stupid pieces of paper right over here, like these aren't going to help you either because there's
I
no
don't even
information
know
on
why
them.
people keep those. I mean, I guess you got to figure it out, but it's like even a barcode scanner is not going to help you. Like on your computer, if you scan an Amazon package with a barcode scanner on your computer on Amazon.com, it does not bring up the package because it's like it's some internal barcode that
It
only their
is,
app can read or something. So yeah, man, I think that's the thing too. It's like you gotta have this workflow down, and you're right. It's like go through your house, and I get it. People are like, well, the sell through rate and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nobody cares. You get your workflow down first, and then you can scale. Otherwise, you are going to be sitting on 200 packages with 200 pissed off companies who don't want to do business with you anymore. And so it's like, and you're making a bad name for everybody, not just yourself, but for the whole Amazon industry or the influencer, creators and all this stuff. So, which is fine with me. Like, I don't care. Like, I welcome idiots because I'm like, it just makes me look awesome. We can keep making money.
yeah, and that's the other thing too, which I think another like point of it. It's like I do think there's like lots of vanity metrics too that go into it
Oh,
because
yeah.
even if you just
Yeah.
review the stuff in your house, I know. Oh, what am I gonna do? Review a bag of pretzels? Make why not? Just do it. Like I get it. Like oh, don't do the work for just the work's sake, but it's like if it's there, just do it. Build your portfolio. And then guess what? Like a lot of people are just going to be like, "Hey, like Billy, will you send me this iPhone case?" It's like you have 5 videos. No. Like why would I do that?
Exactly. Dude, I
Even
can't
if
tell
you
you how
review
many
like
times.
peanut butter,
Yeah.
jelly, this, that, the
Yeah.
other. It's like, all right, this guy has 500 videos. Obviously, he takes this somewhat seriously. Like the
Yeah.
videos for look good. Like, sure, I'll make a good video for our stuff. Like, I
And dude,
just
who
don't get
knows?
it.
Planters Peanuts guy might reach out to you and go, hey, I really enjoyed the video on Amazon. You want to do some more? It's like you
Exactly.
never know what the opportunity is, but if you don't put it out there, you'll never have the opportunity to do it. And same with me. It's like I said, I've been paid by Whatnot to go on their platform. I've been paid by other live streaming platforms to go live. I've been asked to go speak at events and things like that. And that was just because I kept showing up and kept doing the work. It's like shit doesn't happen to people who sit on the couch. I know we all want to think that, like, oh, we look at all these people and their highlight reels and think like they got lucky. They didn't get lucky. They got busy and they started working. And sometimes you're going to work for free. And sometimes, there's days I come into my office, I don't make $1. There's other days I'll make $500 in an hour. And I'm like, it all just kind of comes out in the wash. And as long as that number at the end of the year is what I want it to be, I don't give a shit how it comes to me. I don't care if I do one deal or 500 deals. It doesn't matter. It's like, this is the only thing that matters is what is my goal. And I just don't think a lot of people, I mean, and to their defense, you and I are full time. We're
Mm.
like, this is our full time thing. We're entrepreneurs first, content creators second, like this is our thing. And I think that's just the people watching your show are probably those types of people too, because they're looking at, side hustle experiments and things like that. So, I think it is one of those, I don't want to beat up on people too much because
Yeah.
Susan, who is a full time mom with 4 kids, who just needs extra money to buy stuff from the store, this is a great opportunity. Go through your house, burn and churn, and get those free products or whatever. So I don't want to beat up on it too much, but don't get in the Facebook group complaining when it goes away or when it slows down, because there's ebbs and flows to every business, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's the hard part about it for most people. If you never run a business, like you think it's going to be great forever, and then when it sucks, you think it's going to suck forever, but it's really just kind of this like little roller coaster.
And
Uh,
we've
you
all
got to
been looking for
ride.
the easy button. We've all been looking for the get rich quick button. Like, trust me, that's what us entrepreneurs are. That's what fuels our veins. Is like, can we just hit the big jackpot? We're like real specialized gamblers.
Yeah, right, for sure. What do you think the future is kind of for your business in the next, I don't know, 5 years? You think you'll still be doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll be doing something in the video space. I'll always probably do something in video as long as I can live stream or live to drive record because I hate editing. Um, and I've really enjoyed doing this mastermind group. Like I started it probably a year and a half ago. After I was already in the program, I got results for a couple of years before I started it, just because I didn't want to be like this guru who, and we see them all the time. It's like, cool, you uploaded 100 videos, you made $100 from Amazon, and now you're selling $100 Amazon course, and you're throwing $10,000 ad spend on it and making $1 million a year. It's like, okay, we get it, you're a guru. I didn't want to be that guy. I just wanted to get results and get them multiple times. And then when people started asking me, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? That's when I started to think about the group, because I'm like, you got to get out of my inbox. This is where my money comes from. This is, if you're not paying me, you can't be here. Like, you got to go somewhere else. Get out of this Facebook messages. And so, man, I did that thinking like, well, whatever, it's a community, but I've really enjoyed it. When you see people's lives and businesses, and even with you, it's like just your workflow. It's like just seeing how excited you are and how it changed, and how it's like, man, I get this. This made this one little tweak made my life easier, I should say. It's like, that's kind of fun. Like, that's very rewarding. So I'll probably do something video, probably continue to grow my community or whatever, and just see what problems I can solve. So hopefully that's in the video space. But I'm an entrepreneur, man. So if this doesn't work out, I'll go clean up dog crap. I'll become a plumber. I'll do something.
I
I'll buy
love
that
it.
nail gun and work in construction.
Yeah, do a little construction. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, man, I think that's it, dude. I mean, I would say for people to look at those, whatnot platforms too, man. I think stuff like that is, especially, I saw your guys' episode where you're talking about the Facebook challenge, like going
Mhm.
out and getting stuff out of your group. So it's funny. I don't know where they're at. Oh, maybe they're right here. So I wanted the pair of headphones, these little Apple headphones. So I went to my wife and was like, I'm going to order some of those. And she's like, why don't you go in the garage? Same challenge. Why don't you go in the garage and sell all the crap that you don't use and then buy them? And I go, huh, challenge accepted. I could definitely make $200 out there. Dude, I ended up selling $1,000 in 2 days of just stuff in my garage that I didn't use. And so, yeah, man, when I saw that episode of you guys talking about the Facebook challenges, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I hate
Yeah,
Facebook Marketplace, but it's definitely for that. It's great.
yeah, and that's kind of like the thing too. I guess like kind of talking about it all like kind of ties back together because like business too. It's like you just have to get over like your ego. I'm sure when you first started, you're like, I got a multi-camera setup. Like you're just gonna give me $20. Like John's using his iPhone,
No, dude, you
and
get
it's
the wrong
like,
guy.
no,
I
no, like
I was like, I'll take $5, dude. I need to be in business for myself, and I just lost the t-shirt business. I was doing anything. I'm like, I'll clean gum off the bottom of your shoe for
that's
$5.
funny.
Don't care.
But for Facebook Marketplace, I feel like too, it's like, oh, someone like
Oh,
undercut it, or like, let's just say so I had something for $100, they offered you 50. It's like, but like I got it for $0.
dude, that's what
Like
I think about
whatever,
Whatnot.
like let it, or like they
Yeah.
didn't show up. And I think for I've got to do a whole YouTube or like thing about this, but like for the most part, I think like where most people go wrong with Facebook Marketplace is like you have to set it up on your terms. Like I don't meet anyone anywhere unless I'm at the gym. I'm gonna be at the gym for 2 hours. They want to come there, I'll run out. If not, they gotta come to my house. I don't meet halfway. It's all cash. Like that's it. And like if they don't
That's
show
good.
up,
Yeah.
whatever. Like someone else will show up. And I just like keep emotions out of it. And like get all these stories like now with Christmas. Oh, can you do yeah, whatever you want to pay. Like just come get it. Get it out of here.
Yeah, man. I think that way about Whatnot too. Like, I sell on there, and Facebook Marketplace, yeah. Here in Puerto Rico, it's a little bit of a learning curve for me to figure that out because of the language barrier. And then also, it's a small island, but it's still 2 hour drive across the island, 2 or 3 hours. And so, however, their Facebook Marketplace works, it like promotes it everywhere. And then people are like, "Oh, can we meet halfway?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not driving an hour and a half for $30. Like, forget it."
Yeah.
But anyway, so on Whatnot, I'm that same way. I'm like, dude, I'm moving at everything about my business is frequency. It's like, if it's frequency, I don't care. And also, I get people coming back and return buyers who know I have good deals on Whatnot. Well, it's an auction site. So the beauty of that is the bigger my audience, the bigger opportunity for people to, if I plan accordingly and promote the show and all that, then they'll come back and they'll be bidding against each other. And so the deal won't be as sweet next time because there's going to be more people in the show every single time. And so it's like, those are the pain points that you have to pay for to get to where you want to be. And you're right, dude. It's a zero cost of goods sold. It's like $0 in COGS. So it's like, who cares if I sell it? I sold a $500 like night goggle scope thing, a monocular for like $75 on there. And people were going crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I just have the best deals on Whatnot. I can't help it. Who cares? And then local people are like, I would have paid you $200 for that thing. And I'm like, you weren't here. It's too bad. I'm going to sell where people are buying. I don't care what marketplace that is. So yeah, I mean, it's a little different, because we're not buying stuff and selling it. If I was buying and selling, no way I'd be on Whatnot. Forget it. Unless I was buying pallets or I built a specialized audience over there. And that's another thing too. Like for us, it's like, dude, I have this stuff that you cannot read the name on it. The brand name is not Pioneer. Like
it's
what
X,
it's like
ZYB,
yeah,
Q.
It's JX Rev, man. It's like, you want JX Rev or the next guy on Whatnot selling like Apple AirPods, and we're selling them. I can't sell these for $80 when this guy's selling, So it's like, get your expectations right. Just because the Amazon listing says these are worth $70, which I think they're like 30. That is not true. Like, I don't care what they listed at. It's like, I've seen stuff say it's worth $500. I'm like, I wouldn't pay you $5.
Yeah, and like that's usually that's where I've gotten caught in the past too, when I was buying or requesting for like almost resale purposes. But oh man, these headphones, headphones, $80. And like when you request them, then when they come, they're like $60. And then like they're not moving on like Facebook or or someone's like, I'll give you $20. You're like, come on, dude. Like, and then you go to the Amazon listing, it's like 25. Like, yeah, I'll take 20. Like, it's all good. Like,
you know what? I was and dude, that happens, especially when it's a new to market product. I think they jack the prices way up so no one buys because they're building the listing or something. I mean, I can't think of any other reason. Like, I saw something similar, like a pair of headphones for like $999, and I'm like, what? You want to send me $1,000 pair of headphones? And when I got them, yeah, it was like $19.99. So I think they're like jacking prices up sometimes to build the listing, or I don't know if that's how it works or not.
I think also like they could offer like a big discount.
Yeah,
as soon as it drops.
Same, yeah.
All right, where can everyone find you?
Just go to billythorpe.live. That's it. Pretty simple. billythorpe.live.
Cool.
That'll be my website.
Well, go to billythorpe.live, give Billy a follow, check out his Dealmakers group. It's totally free. And thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, John, appreciate you, man. You're a real one, dude. Always fun talking about business with you.
Hell yeah, man. All right, guys, like, subscribe, go follow Billy, and we'll see you in the next episode.